Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul Anis Farhana binti Kamarubari. I'm from BA118 5AB.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Atra binti Sulaiman and I'm from BA118 5AB.
Hi, my name is Anis Nur Arisha binti Rizza and I am from BA118 5AB.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurin Fitra Muhammad Noor and I'm from class BA118 5AB.
First of all, the case about defamation case of Noor Azman Azmi, ex-personal driver of actress, against his ex-boss who is Zahida Muhammad Rafiq as a result of Noor Azman Azmi's reputation has been taken, and this has affected his opportunity to get new job as a result of defendant defamation. The High Court headed by ordered the defendant Zahida Muhammad Rafiq to pay 115,000 ringgit Malaysia in aggregate explanatory damage on Noor Azman Azmi. Zahida Muhammad Rafiq has accusing Noor Azman Azmi run away with her money, which she has made a police report and repeated the content to the reporter, which later were published in article Harian Metro. The case started when Noor Azman Azmi later found out about the article and then sued Zahida Muhammad Rafiq for defamation case, which he has brought this issue to the court to sue defendant for defamation of character and seek justice for him. So, for the highlight of the case, Zahida Muhammad Rafiq made a defamatory statement against Noor Azman Azmi, her ex-personal driver, accusing him for run away her 200,000 ringgit Malaysia that's supposed to be banked in, which later were published in article Harian Metro entitled Zahida Rafiq Terkedu on March 3, 2012. On November 27, 2013, High Court allowed the appellant claim and awarded general damage in sum of 115,000 ringgit Malaysia with 40,000 and dismisses the counterclaim of respondent. Then, his case against Zahida Muhammad Rafiq continues as the Court of Appeal reversed the judgment and set aside all the order of the High Court, and this allowing the respondent counterclaims.
On the report, the plaintiff Noor Azman Azmi has commenced a defamation suit against the defendant Zahida Muhammad Rafiq in the article titled Zahida Rafiq Terkedu, which was published by Harian Metro, that being referred to him and their natural and ordinary meaning were understood to mean that the plaintiff was dishonest, a thief and criminal, were false, unfounded and maliciously published, and taint his reputation and character, has affected his opportunity to get a new job, and was pursued by the police until he has remained for 4 days. The plaintiff complaints stem from a misunderstanding of the Court of Appeal's decision. In presenting the submissions, the plaintiff misinterpreted the language of the Court of Appeal's judgments. The plaintiff brought the defamation case, and the plaintiff carried the burden of proving that the impartial comments were in fact defamatory in nature according to the Court of Appeal. It was incorrect to say that the plaintiff had to prove the defense of justifications to the Court of Appeal.
The defendant is Zahida Muhammad Rafiq, who is the actress, while the plaintiff was her personal driver that has been identified from the case. It has been started when Harian Metro published an article entitled Zahida Rafiq Terkedu on 3 March 2012 with the impugnant words. The subject matter of defamation suit, which the plaintiff contended, contains defamatory statements against him. To prove that the defendant is wrong, there are 3 elements must be proved. The first one is the words were defamatory, the second one is the words referred to the plaintiff, and the last one is the words had been published. The defendant had no choice to lodge a police report against the plaintiff at the Ampang Jaya police station, because when the defendant tried to call the plaintiff was unsuccessful. The defendant also went to the plaintiff's house to look for the plaintiff and was told by the plaintiff's mother that he was not at home. The defendant alleged in the report that the plaintiff had run off with the defendant's money amounting to 100,000 ringgit. The way of defamation made is false written libel statement that is by means to frame or accuse someone in bringing damage to the person's reputation and good image. Due to journalists and media, people are increasingly curious about the current situation. Now it is easier to make a defamatory statement in the article. In this case, the way of defamatory statement was the written statement in the article that published by Harian Metro. The statement that is being published by defendant to Harian Metro, which an article titled Zahida Rafiq Terkedu, which the plaintiff contained defamatory statement against him. The impugned words published in the article referred to him, and we understood the mean that the plaintiff was dishonest, a thief, and a criminal and could not be trusted. The defendant tainted his reputation and character and affected his opportunity to get a new job. The defendant raised the defense of absolute privilege and justification and counterclaim for the return of 200,000 ringgit.
The type of defamation case between Nur Azman Azmi and Zahida Muhammad Rafiq is libel. In this case, Zahida Rafiq, which is an actress, as the defendant was made a police report on 3 March 2012 that she had handed to the plaintiff, which is her personal driver, around Rm 200,000 in cash and a check to be banked in, but on the same day, the defendant tried to contact the plaintiff but to no avail, and after contacting the bank, there was discovered that the plaintiff did not bank in the money as instructed. In the police report, there was stated that the plaintiff that he had run off with her money. The defendant was accosted by reporters who were waiting for her outside the police station after filing the police report. After that, the defendant was repeated the same contents of the police report that she was made to the reporters. The complainant claimed that an article titled Zahida Rafiq Terkedu was published by Harian Metro include defamatory allegations. The plaintiff filed a defamation suit against the defendant, alleging that the impugned words in the article was referred to him, could not be trusted and were false, and was tainted his reputation and character and affected his opportunity to get a new job.
Now, we are going to part of court decisions. The High Court also failed to consider the plaintiff's veracity and credibility as a witness, particularly his conduct after he failed to return to work and his disappearance shortly after the alleged incident. At the Court of Appeal, the counterclaim is allowed because the defendant has established the truth of the statement in her police report that the plaintiff had run off with the sum of 243,000 that she entrusts him to bank into her account. As a result, the plaintiff failed to establish the elements of the defamation claim. Furthermore, the plaintiff has not met his duty of demonstrating his claim on the balance of probability. The plaintiff's lawsuit was dismissed.
The High Court's damage ruling was overturned and the defendant's counterclaim was permitted. As a result, the Court of Appeal in the dispute article, the police report was reprinted. The High Court erred in concluding that the defendant's absolute privilege defense is not accessible. Then, the defendant raised the defense of absolute privilege and justification and counterclaim for the return of Rm 200,000. So, what we can take from this case is, in order to defend ourselves from defamation suit, we as a plaintiff need to cooperate by proving all allegations with solid evidence in order to against the defendant. In that way, the court can make fair and unbiased judgment towards plaintiff. Despite that, it is important to fight for ourselves if someone make an accusation which is not true about us, especially when the motive is to spread hatred among people. By fighting with the perpetrator who spread the false accusation, we can prevent our image from tarnished by the false statement that has been spread.